This game is basically the 2D Ninja Gaiden comeback that many fans have been waiting for. It's a side-scrolling action platformer where you're constantly moving forward through levels, fighting waves of enemies while doing tricky jumps and dodges. The game Kitchen, who made Blasphemous, is handling it, and the main appeal is that it takes the brutal difficulty and fast movement of their classic games, but intends to make them feel modern and responsive instead of clunky. Their story setup is pretty straightforward. The famous ninja master is away in America when demons break through and attack his village. A young ninja he trained has to defend everyone, but he's not strong enough alone, so he ends up making this forbidden pact with a female assassin from an enemy clan. They fuse together, which lets you switch between both characters and use their different skills. For combat, you've got the basic sword attacks, but the real fun starts with the movement system. There's this move called Guillotine Boost where you can jump off enemies and their attacks to stay in the air longer. You can chain this together to bounce between multiple enemies while attacking them, or to reach higher platforms. So it's essentially like the enemies become part of your movement toolkit. The strategy comes from this Hypercharge mechanic. Certain enemies have colored auras. If you kill them with the right weapon, like sword for blue and throwing weapons for red, then your next attack becomes incredibly powerful for a few seconds. This matters because some enemies are really tough and you don't want to trade hits with them. The trick is reading which enemies have which auras and quickly switching to the right attack method. The young ninja handles most of the close range fighting with his katana, while the female assassin brings the ranged options. She's got throwing knives for straight shots and the spider weapon that can curve and hit enemies behind walls. She also has the big flashy super attacks that can clear the whole screen when things get overwhelming. The really unique part is how the female character can enter this other world by using demon altars that you can find. When she does this, the level changes and she can access areas that the main character cannot reach. This is usually to flip switches or grab secrets. Each level has optional challenges like finishing without dying or simply not getting hit at all. There are also collectibles to find. Some are currency for a shop, others are just for completion. Since this is still Ninja Gaiden, it's definitely challenging, but they've added accessibility options. You can adjust game speed, reduce damage taken, make hypercharge last longer, or make the movement in general more forgiving. Once you finish a level, you can replay it from the map screen, and the game tracks your performance. There's also a harder mode that adds new enemies and environmental dangers for people who want extra challenge. The game seems designed to capture what made those old 2D games special, while fixing the frustrating parts. And that sentence concludes today's video. If your time was respected, a like or comment is very much appreciated.